Instructor Sergeant Tell watched the recruits run their first lap of the simple, low-intensity obstacle course. He was gratified to see that no individual was particularly out of shape, even if there was plenty of clumsiness on display. That morning, he had tried to get the pink human kicked out on the grounds that it was inappropriate for a female of any species to be in the Ravik's forces, but the brass wasn't having any of it. All he had achieved was getting the human her own private quarters, officers' quarters no less, as there weren't gender-segregated barracks on site. Damn politics. Tell's eyes aligned on the human, watching her deftly navigate a low balance beam without misstep. Must be applying for reconnaissance specialization, he speculated to himself. As the laps of the course wore on, Tell reluctantly conceded that this group might be okay to try one of the more advanced obstacles later that day. Sam didn't understand. The light workout was all well and good, but everyone present had already proved their fitness in the first few laps. At first she thought it must have been a warm-up exercise, but no. This was the entire morning's practice. Alien basic training was going to be easier than originally anticipated. Mind-wandering while her body worked, Sam wondered why she had been moved to isolation barracks. It's not like the other brawler got moved, so was she being singled out for punishment? Maybe they were being biased against her size again, thinking they were protecting her from the others. Bastards. Frustrated, Sam picked up the pace just a little more. The climbing wall was a masterpiece of ego rebalancing, and had been for time-honoured centuries. No matter an individual's prowess, and now species, everyone would fall off at least once. It was just the nature of the obstacle. Recruits go up, gravity goes down. And it helped that the technological aspect involved let the instructors adjust the wall to mimic any surface imaginable. Wooden logs, rock face, glass skyscraper, starship hull, living flesh, even semi-liquids. After setting the wall to shift randomly between climbing attempts, the first recruit was ordered forwards. The clearly nervous Squirish approached cautiously to the cheers and jeers of the others before beginning their ascent. Tell was pleased with the efforts being made. No recruit was holding back, giving their best shot at the wall despite the inevitable outcome of landing on their behind. Naturally, his fellow Raviks were performing the best. The wall had been made with their biology in mind. But it was the pink human that caught his attention. She did not fare particularly better or worse than the others, objectively. However, being only half everyone else's size meant that comparatively, she was climbing twice everyone else's distance before falling. This would have been impressive enough if it wasn't compounded by the fact that her shorter reach meant fewer achievable handholds that the other recruits could access. Instructor Sergeant Tell watched carefully as the human recruit made another pass at the wall. It wasn't elegant in this climb, but whatever worked. The first empty beds would appear tonight as some of the softer individuals quit, but it was unlikely the human would be one of them.